Hello, everybody. Welcome to this fucked up podcast that we do every odd week or so. I don't know. We skip sometimes, but anyway, we're reviewing Hot Fuzz, the police thing. You're gonna get swatted tonight. Anyway, let's get back to the film. It was pretty good. I'd say 9 out of 10. Moving on, Kai. What do you think? No, I am Chris, by the way. I fuck around.
You remembered to introduce us this week. This is
Yeah, there is also
Yay!
Okay, so we got me, we got Kai, please.
Hi, I'm Kaya. Um,
Alex.
Yeah,
I'm holding you by the throat.
My name is Alex. I'm a workaholic.
yeah, that
Yes.
checks out.
FBI agent could also go on that list. Anyway, Cameron.
Hi. Chris postponed us recording this because Warhammer Space Marine 2 came out.
Yeah, okay, fuck off. Fuck off right now, you CIA motherfucker. I know you're spying on my
No,
activities.
no.
However, it's justified.
Okay,
For clarity
okay.
for our audience.
Okay.
Clarity for our audience.
And this week, we're not going to have any technical difficulties because I figured out what the problem was. So
Yay!
now it's fine.
No,
Turns out.
Kaya, what do you
it-
mean?
Turns
Well, no
out
technical
it
difficulties.
was I put a disclaimer at the start. Turns out I got a notification. It was probably like a YouTube notification, but I got a notification and that just stopped the recording. So in theory, I've put my computer on Do Not Disturb. So in theory, it shouldn't do that.
Right,
Thank
you're in
you,
your
Apple
computer
software.
on Do Not
I'm-
Disturb.
I'm
How's
pretty
it?
sure that was the issue because I watched a notification come up and I watched the audio capture just stop in the middle of you guys talking, and I'm like, I see.
Ah, well, it was close enough to be a causation, so fair enough.
Thank
Also
you, Mac
for-
OS. I love you.
For viewers at home who may be thinking, what? You didn't record the podcast because Chris wanted to play a video game? He paid $135 to play
Should be
the video
criminal
game
that they charge that
night.
much.
So,
Yeah,
I
but-
defended him. If you pay $135, you better be playing it moment of release.
I mean, as of the fact that I've played 27 hours in 2 days.
Christ.
Holy fuck, Chris.
You are worse than Karina.
That's actually
Yeah.
pretty tame for Chris.
Oh yeah, I've gone 3 days playing Minecraft just because I wanted to.
You didn't sleep.
Brother.
No, I didn't sleep.
Okay.
Unhealthy habits, yippee.
Anyway, speaking of unhealthy habits, Hot Fuzz. The greater
Oh.
good.
The greater good.
The greater good.
He was a shit actor, so you killed him. Yes.
It was for the greater good. Alex, did you
Good.
have you or Chris seen this movie before?
Yes.
Yes.
No.
Why the fuck do you
My
think I put it on my
Alex
list?
had okay, yeah. Okay.
I haven't, but I will say my parents told me to watch it like a year ago because when they were surfing through things on, I think Amazon to watch, they found Hot Fuzz and they were laughing so hard the entire night.
See,
The greater
I have-
good.
yeah, so did you understand when at last episode I keep saying the greater good?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, so basically when I was younger and far too young to be watching anything to do with Hot Fuzz,
Hey,
or,
for real, bro.
or the entire Cornetto trilogy, which I'm glad that another one of them's on this list. Anyway,
I actually didn't.
um,
I'm glad I
I-
didn't
my-
put the alien one in.
my dad showed me random scenes from it, specifically the bar where he gets all the underage kids out, the scene where the actors get murdered, and then the greater good scenes when I was 7, and that was my only memory of Hot Fuzz until watching it last week.
Core memory unlocked.
Core memory
What do you-
unlocked, honestly. Yeah,
non-
you know, the Cornetto trilogy is really good. I mean, the Hot Fuzz is probably regarded as the best out of the three. I'd say it's a toss-up between Hot Fuzz and Shaun of the Dead as to which is more well-known.
End
Yes.
of the
The-
World was
That one
kind
is
of mid.
It
definitely
was
the
really
least
mid.
well-known, I'd say. I've heard it's
It-
But
mid.
Okay.
also,
Just
Also, this one just is automatically better because it doesn't contain Nick Frost saying the N-word. Yay!
Yay. Is there a specific reason, or is it just because, haha, it'll be funny if we have someone say the
It was
slur?
just because,
It's 'cause
haha, it'll be funny.
Damn. Because
I
I
don't
mean,
even
like,
know
you know,
Nick-
sometimes in
Nick-
scripts it's like it's there for like a reason, right? Not just oh wouldn't this be funny?
No, it was just because it was funny.
Damn.
Yeah, not the greatest decision, Edgar Wright. But anyways, this is about Hot Fuzz, not Shaun of the Dead.
Wait, Shaun of the Dead's on the list.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, we'll
Wait,
get there when we get there.
Shaun of the Dead is like
Oh.
one of my favorite movies. I didn't even wait. He said the N.
We come to this
Yeah.
realization every time we discuss this, Chris.
we will come to this
How
realization
many times
again.
have we discussed Shaun of the Dead?
And we will
Quite
come
a
to
lot,
we
actually.
will come to
Quite a
this
lot.
realization, and we will come to this realization again when we watch the movie later.
Man, I'm so glad that Edgar Wright is directing a Minecraft movie.
Wait,
He's
he's
not, fuck
wait,
off.
he's
No,
the
he's
director?
not. He's not. I'm joking.
Bro,
I'm joking.
you motherfucker.
I nearly
I almost
got
believed
scared.
you.
Okay,
No, Jared
you guys-
Hess's,
Who?
Oh my, the guy who did Nacho Libre.
Bro.
and also the guy who did Napoleon Dynamite.
No way. I don't
That fucking freak.
see. No, I don't trust people anymore about this shit. Like,
No, look it up.
I'm looking it up right now.
They're right.
Right, looking
they're
up
right.
what? Sorry,
No
I
way.
was zoned out.
The Minecraft movie
Ah,
is
shit!
the
I
same
accidentally
guy
clicked want to watch. I don't want to watch this.
No.
Anyway, Hot
The
Fuzz.
same guy who directed. Oh yeah, we'll get there in a minute. Is the same guy who directed Nacho Libre and Napoleon Dynamite is directing the god awful looking Minecraft movie. So guys, who wants to organize a watch party when the movie comes out, and then we can shit talk the movie over drinks and film it for the podcast?
I'm gonna
I'll
have to
drink.
be
I'll
real
drink.
drunk
I'll
for that.
drink.
Real drunk for that,
I'll
bro.
drink
Oh
for
my
it.
god, I'm gonna give myself alcohol poisoning.
Anyway,
Ah,
Hot
the
Hot
pain.
Fuzz, my
Fuzz,
my
Hot
favorite
Fuzz.
gay movie of the 2000s.
Yeah, I will
Oh,
say this film.
oh,
Favorite
yeah,
gay
well,
romance.
This film is so
this
gay.
This film is like comically gay. It's kind of funny. Like, I'll say this, alright? I'm not usually the type of person who's like, oh, this film is really queer coded.
I am.
Jack Frost and Simon pegged each other after the recordings were done. I
Did you say
swear,
Jack
okay?
Frost?
No, Nick Frost.
I thought you said
Shut up.
Jack Frost. I'm like, wait a minute.
Bro is Jack and Frost. I don't know why I said that.
I think that it's so incredibly gay. I think they have explored each other's bodies. I think that I think that they put on the little vests and nothing else, and they do arresting role playing. And I actually just can't be shifted from this position.
Alrighty.
I forgot that Bill Bailey was in this movie.
Olivia
Okay.
Colman is in this movie, and Martin Freeman.
Bill Bailey is one of my
I
favorite
love Bilbo
comedians ever.
Baggins.
No, not Bilbo Back. Fuck off, Frodo.
Frodo.
You think I care for the Lord of the Rings trilogy?
No, I said Bilbo. He's from The Hobbit.
You think I care for J.R. Tolkien?
We are. A Hobbit movie is on the list. The second one for some
Yeah,
reason.
I'm well aware.
Bill
Yeah,
Nye.
It's your
I think
decision.
it's
Bill
'cause I
Nye.
haven't
It's
seen
not on
it.
my list. It's on Chris's list.
No shit.
Bill Nye and Olivia
Nye?
Colman are in it.
Bill
Wait,
Nye
Bill
was in
Nye?
this?
Yeah.
Yeah, Bill Nye.
He's the Met.
Nye?
He's the chief inspector at the Met.
Oh, Bill Nye, not
Bill Nye.
not Bill Nye.
No,
Bill Nye.
Common mistake, Bill Nye.
I said Bill Nye. I'm saying Bill Nye.
No. It's you're saying it, but some people when they say Bill Nye implicitly are like, wait, you mean Bill Nye the science guy?
Bill Nye, the
Mm.
science guy. Bill.
No, we
Nye.
mean Davy Jones. He was in the film. I always love a film with Bill Nye in it. He's pretty great. Yeah, I thought the film was pretty darn rootin' tootin' good. I appreciated how it played on, because I remember when I watched the kill count for it, Simon Pegg said that they wanted to make a zombie film. As for Shaun of the Dead, they wanted to make a zombie film where it's not set in America because in America everyone has a gun. So it's like as soon as a zombie apocalypse has, everyone's firing guns. But in England they don't have that, so they wanted to genuinely like do a spoof of like if a zombie apocalypse happened in England, we'd be hitting him with like pole sticks and whatever. I kind of find that funny. But then with this one, because it's like a murder mystery, they paid a lot of homage to like Midsummer Murders and a lot of British murder mystery tropes.
I love British murder
Uh,
mysteries in small towns.
well, yeah,
It's my
because
favorite genre.
In
Oh my
England.
fucking.
the
I
one
could
that
yap for
really
hours.
the one that really stuck out to me as like a particular trope that I can remember off the top of my head, and if I look at clips of it, I'll be able to tell you other tropes. But the one that really stuck out to me for like a big trope was the murder at the town festival trope.
Yes.
Because I'm a seasoned watcher of Midsummer Murders. British murder mysteries are one of my favorites.
I wondered if it was going to come up today.
Yeah.
It did.
It's
I've
as-
been thinking about this.
As well as
I requested
Father Brown,
a portion to talk about this. Father
Ms.
Brown as
Ms.
well.
Marple,
They-
Poirot.
Oh,
Pro bro, wow,
I love
shit,
Poirot.
okay.
No, you did not just say pro-ro.
I said Poirot.
You said pro-ro, it's Poirot.
I said Poirot. I don't, brother. I do not speak French.
Poirot, yeah, Poirot.
I
Don't you have
refuse.
French?
I refuse to pronounce
Don't
French correctly.
Hey, I like the.
Yes,
I don't like the
alienating
French.
all our
You
French
like the
viewers.
French? They're your arch enemy. What?
No, I don't like the French. But I'll at least give. I'll at least give Poirot the respect that he deserves.
Foul.
She's Belgian.
Same thing. Europeans are all the same.
Belgium is
Literally
just discount France.
Yeah, exactly.
Aren't you
Wait, hang on.
European?
Belgium.
No, I'm British, which is not in the EU anymore. Am I right?
Oh,
The economy's
big
failing.
brain.
Anyways,
Big brain.
The economy's
I-
failing. Yippee!
I love
So
small
basically,
town
as I was
British
saying-
murders. So
Oh God,
fun.
this podcast is a mess.
Father Brown, my beloved.
Father Brown is pretty good, but as I was saying, a common trope in that when they need to kill somebody is some like the town cricket team has put together a big festival or a fete, and then whilst this is happening, someone gets horrendously murdered and is then discovered by the detective or something, and then that's one of the murders. And yeah, lo and behold, that's what happened to that poor investor guy. His head got caved in by a fucking rock.
See,
It's not
it's,
just a rock.
it's funny you bring up that trope because that and like the adjacent trope of like at a party someone leaves the party early and ends up murdered is the plot of every single episode of Death in Paradise, and I love it. Anyway,
No. It's plot of half of them. The other half of Death in Paradise's episodes are this person.
this person is a
couldn't
foreigner.
No. Let me finish. Not that. No, the other part of it is that this person physically couldn't have died by any of us because we were all in different locations, or they'll all be watching like a hawk. Because after the first actor left and they got in the second actor for the main guy, that became every episode's thing, where it's like they died in this impossible period of time when no one could have been in there, and yet they're dead. What? How are we gonna solve this one? We started noticing in that 3 episodes into that season, and we just stopped watching after a while because we were like, oh, I guess we guessed the next episode's plot as it was teasing it. We were like, okay, they're in a prison, they're looking away, they're gonna die now. Boom, knew it. Okay. But yeah, I really this one was a good spoof. It was tossing up as to whether or not it was a satire or not, but it's not really a satire. It's kind of just like it plays on all of the tropes in a really cunning and funny way. And yeah, I really liked it. Cameron, what did you think of it as a British person?
Oh, as a British person, it took me back to my roots. I felt right at home. I also watched this movie. This was the first ever Edgar Wright movie that I'd watched when I was growing up. First of the Cornetto trilogy. And I have then gone on to watch every single piece of media that Edgar Wright has produced. and he is one of my favorite directors. However,
Really?
yes. However, I have a lot of issues with some of his work. This is not one of them. I think this is probably one of his most famous.
Yeah, I love Sing. I looked up his IMDb and just picked the most random of the bunch.
Thing is an Edgar Wright film.
I didn't know that. I also didn't know who Edgar Wright was, so.
You didn't know?
Really?
Well, I don't really look at the directors in most films.
Yeah, okay, I can understand that.
Yeah,
I just
Sing
watch him.
is, it's not directed by him, but he is associated with it.
he's one of the producers, from what I
Yeah.
remember. He was one of the producers slash writers.
I'm double checking.
Uh,
I'll just like shout it out
what
randomly in
I
the middle of
remember-
another
Oh.
conversation. Don't worry.
Oh, thank you. We all have ADHD here. It's what we do.
Keep going.
Hmm?
Keep going.
Yeah.
Keep saying-
Anyways,
Keep going, we need content, please.
No, I think Edgar Wright. This isn't his best work, in my opinion. In my opinion, his best ever work is Baby Driver, despite the Kevin Spacey stuff.
The lead actor being an abuser.
Wait, what?
Yeah, the lead actor was like a real like serial abuser.
Is the lead actor
Why can't we
not
have
Kevin
nice things?
Spacey?
No.
I've never seen
And
Baby
John
Driver.
John Bernthal is also like a big like thin blue line guy.
Why can't I have nice things?
What's that thin blue line guy?
Like people who believe that cops are literally the second best thing since like sliced bread and cheese.
Oh, sucking up the police force, got it.
Edgar
Man.
Wright as additional voice. Oh, Wes Anderson and Edgar Wright have voice cameos in Sing.
So,
Why-
sorry, but this
why
has
does-
gone into a fair few side tangents. Hot Fuzz?
Mm. Anyways, yes, sorry. So,
I love shooting
terms
people
of-
in a small
in
town.
terms of Hot Fuzz, I think it actually does have quite a funny discussion regarding how the places of more rural England is not policed whatsoever, and that's mainly just because of the way that it is, with in terms of the way that England is built. But also it means that local police practically run the entire thing, and if they're corrupt, everyone else is like they can do whatever the fuck they want. Now, this is the best example of this is probably oh fuck, what's his name? It's gonna really annoy me. I always forget his name whenever I'm talking about this movie.
The two duo detectives who don't do shit.
No. I believe it is. Oh, fuck, I can't remember his name. The guy who has a fucking sea mine.
Oh
Oh.
yeah, the old guy.
Like,
Yeah, the old guy. I always forget his actual
See
name.
mine. See mine.
Yeah, like, keep in mind, I want you to understand where in the UK that is. It is very inland, right?
Yeah, how the fuck did this guy get a
How the
mine?
yeah? How the fuck did a sea mine
World War II
get
sea mine.
there? Yeah, how? And the other thing
I'm
is
gonna
that
assume that he was in the Navy.
oh, most likely.
That's my headcanon.
My only other thing to state with this movie is that it's probably got one of my favorite film sequences in terms of cinematography ever. Out of all the films that I've ever watched,
The
and
editing
it is.
Peak.
Oh, it's look, it's an Edgar Wright film. The editing is always going to be
So
top tier.
peak.
But it's when Simon Pegg is going on the train station at the very beginning.
Mm.
Going
That
on the train
sequence
because
is just a smash.
oh my god,
Smash it. It has so much weight between all the
I
fucking things.
I
That's the last part.
analyzed that. I analyzed that sequence for my grade 12 high school film
Damn.
assignment. Yeah, and even referenced it in my external exams for film.
I cannot wait till we get to the dressmaker where I can do the same with my assignment last year.
So I have a lot of love for this film, but
What about
it
you,
has also
Chris?
been a while since I've watched it, so rewatching it again was quite enjoyable.
Chris, you picked this film. Can you give us a reason as to why?
It's a fucking good film, and I watched it when I was young. Like fucking when I was like 4. It was one of my earliest memories, just like sitting on the couch with dad, basically just watching this film.
When you
And I
were
remember
4?
seeing, yeah,
Damn.
yeah, and one particular scene that fucked me up for a long time was when the guy gets the tower through his lower jaw.
Mm.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. I
fuck.
felt like phantom, like sort of like, oh,
Phantom
is it?
Pain.
Yeah, I always like felt around there. Oh, is it there? Is it there? Is it there?
Nah, cause like I literally, I watched it and I
Ooh.
did like the stereotypical like cover your your hands when with your cover your mouth with your hands when you're shocked. I literally did that. I'm like, what the fuck?
He
I was
just
like, ah,
accidentally slipped on something and impaled himself.
Yeah.
It was
Been
just an
so long
accident.
since I
Oh
watched
my
this
god!
film, so it was
Also,
one of
another
those things where I was
classic
like, oh no.
of like Midsummer Murders type beat is just they fell on like I don't know, um, one of
Yeah, they
those things that you
fell.
use for like moving like hay around and stuff, like the trident looking things, the pitchfork, where you like slip and you fall on your own pitchfork. A classic.
Oh yeah.
I love that
Happens all
trope.
the time. Yeah, Chris, keep going.
So yeah, this was one of those movies that I watched very young, watched again when I was slightly older, completely forgot about, and then remembered because of my sheer love of like the Cornetto trilogy. I'll take the Cornetto duo because I fucking hate World's End. It was just really boring. But Shaun of the Dead is one of my all-time favorite movies, period. Really, I really want to watch that as well. I think that's a great film. But yeah,
Yeah.
the key part of this that I really liked was just the fact that it was so kinetic and the fact that I watched it when I was very young, so I have a lot of bias towards it. But it's a good movie. So
It's
hey.
justified bias.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. What can I said? But
I
yeah,
I love
yeah,
a
you
good
go.
vanilla cornetto.
I actually just had a cornetto out of tribute.
I
Nice
haven't
and
had a
crunchy.
Cornetto in years.
I
Next time you
don't.
come over,
I never have
Chris, next time you
cornettos.
come
I
over, I'll
have
do a cornetto.
drumsticks.
When you free, bro.
Uh, free? Don't know, but come over sometime. We made ham.
All right,
Oh, ham. Can I have
Ham
tomorrow.
some?
baked ham. I think Shaun of the Dead, Nicholas Angel would like ham. Speaking of Nicholas Angel, brief little side tangent to the IMDb trivia segment of the podcast. Did you know that in the first draft of the script included a love interest for Nicholas named Victoria? She was cut from subsequent drafts, but a good amount of her dialogue was given to Danny, often without any changes.
Oh my
This is
god.
just proving the point further.
Yeah.
Hang
No,
on.
fuck that is.
Also, obligatory AO3 check. I'm on my way. Give me like
Oh
2
no,
minutes.
there will be
Uh,
so much AO3.
Yeah, I'm seeing how much
All
there
right,
is.
rule
Give me
34
give
times.
me 1 moment.
Oh.
Even
Hey,
worse.
man.
443.
Chris,
How
much Rule
many
34?
contain gay sex?
Well, okay, that's for like Hot Fuzz as the fandom. Hold on, let me look at relationships. 310 for
Fandom.
Nicholas Angel x Danny Butterman. Why is a zero failing
Why am I
Crowley in
not
8 of these?
surprised?
Why
I'm actually.
why is Sherlock Holmes at John Watson in 7 of them? I mean, yeah, I ship it obviously, but like what?
Anyway, if AO3 likes it this much, surely you will. Go watch this movie. It's good. You'll love the smash cuts.
How many of
Be
these are in
aware
English?
there's
I will
gore.
say the
have a good
editing
one.
in this
There's a
film,
lot.
Yeah, there's a lot of gore.
300.
the editing
Not
in
as
this
much
film,
as Shaun of the Dead, which I really enjoy, and you should also watch, but like, there's a lot of gore.
The editing in this movie is so fucking peak. Oh my god. I want to talk to my
Yes.
editing
I think
t-
the VFX
tutor
also.
about it.
the VFX were pretty good because a lot of it was practical. But
Yeah,
I
there
would
isn't
say
actually a lot of VFX compared
Yeah.
to like
Uh,
other
well,
movies.
Do you mind? Would it count if I said like the VFX in the cuts? Because that really just highlights a lot of the things that I enjoy about those scenes. Because it feels crisp when they have very good VFX
That's...
cues.
Wait,
Can I
hang
count
on.
that or?
Explain. What do you mean by VFX?
I'll have
What is
Are you talking about the
VFX to
actual
you?
cutting?
the fucking whooshes and shit. I
Oh.
know that's like
Oh, that's
motion
more.
blur.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. No. Okay.
I
Yeah.
mean,
Sure. You can count that.
okay, cool. Well,
The
I
actual
love being
transitions.
validated by
Yeah.
film students in my
Transitions
Sheetal opinion.
would be the technical term, I guess.
Yeah.
the transitions would be right. VFX are visual effects, but yeah. The,
Oh, I should have said SFX. For,
That's-
like,
Yeah,
No, that's sound effects.
That's special
no,
effects
no, that's special effects. Never mind.
or sound
well, what's
effects.
sound effects?
Sound
Well,
effects
SFX
is also
like
SFX, but SFX is either sound or special effects, and special effects is practical. So like all the orcs in Lord of the Rings are special effects.
Yeah, but
Reminds
I've
me of that
always
one
heard
African
SFX as
Costello
sound.
bit.
Fuck it, doesn't matter. Anyway,
Most
that's what I
people would
meant.
just refer to practical as practical.
Yeah.
VFX and sound effects and transitions are sick. You'll love them. You'll fucking love them, you little film students. Because that's all the people that watch this, I swear.
Actually, yeah, most of it is our film student animation
You
student buddies.
fucking nerds
See,
listening
I-
to me.
When I see, usually when I watch these movies, I'll do like something else at the same time, even if it's just like, you know, playing solitaire on my phone. But I like didn't do anything while watching it. I like the entire time my attention was just like I retained attention for once. But
Holy
like
fuck.
I was enraptured. It was so
Mind
good.
Yeah,
I
in
love
Chris's
this
movie of all
movie.
things. Holy shit.
No,
I
well, because
have
like Hot Fuzz
many
is one of those movies that is my kind of movie. It's fun. There's some action in there. It's funny. It's one of those like, I sort of like one of those like classic British comedies. Honestly, it's pretty peak.
Yeah. I swear I've had so many bangers. Like,
Yeah,
I'm
but
starting to think I have film taste, guys. Ooh.
I
think
mean,
do.
we-
Film
I
students,
I
beware
mean,
my
your
opinions.
rant about Dune 2 was part of the reason we put you on the podcast.
I forget what that rant was
It was that you
exactly.
didn't like it.
You said something along the lines of they sacrificed all the cool lore and important storytelling for a romance.
Yeah, kind
Wait,
of.
hang on, what was this about again?
Dune 2.
Dune.
Oh, yeah, no. No, I
We were
completely
like, hey,
agree.
this guy's actually kind of based.
Yeah, no, I have to agree.
I mean, Chris is right. He's had an abnormal amount of bangers where every film Chris has picked, aside from Tenacious D, we've all pretty much just unilaterally been like, yeah, this is a good film.
Yeah, it's so fucking
Um,
annoying. Damn it.
Yeah, I can't be criticized. Eat shit, jackasses. I win.
Another perk of this podcast, not only have Kaya and Cameron learned to get along, but Kaya is learning that
No,
she has the same
Still not
interests.
happening. I don't
okay,
want to.
What's something else about this film?
Peak.
It's good.
It's
Watch
just a
it.
good film. Like, I will say, as someone who is sort of soured on a lot of cop media,
This is funny.
it is pretty funny, but it also is surprisingly poignant at the fact that it's one of the first two things of like police media to have the main character depict policing as it usually is, which is just kind of boring. And
A lot of
Nick
paperwork.
Frost, a lot of paperwork and a lot of signing stuff and a lot of a lot of what was it? Just sorting out usual issues, and I like how the town
Bureaucracy.
council. I like how the town council were the bad guys. That was
The
kind of
greater
funny.
good.
The
greater
greater
The
good.
greater
good.
good.
Stop saying the greater good. The greater
Greater
good.
good.
The greater good.
It's actually really funny.
Greater good.
I love the trope of the whole town's in on it. Like it's such a I feel like it's cliche, but it's also really underused.
It's also
I don't
really
know.
funny that they're
It's
doing
so
it just
funny.
because they want to be Town of the Year.
I mean, yeah, no, that's valid.
It also introduces the fact that so many people in England hate gypsies. Just in like one line that sounds like pure
It's like,
hatred,
oh
like
yeah,
it's
we
actually
killed them because
racist.
they're gypsies.
Okay, one thing that I'm gonna say
Gypsies killed my wife because we didn't win Town of the Year and she committed suicide. Therefore, it's their fault. Yippee. Fucking kill everyone that makes our town suck.
Oh wait, shit, isn't like that a slur now?
Yeah, that's a slur,
Oh
but we'll
shit.
just
What? Wait, what's a slur?
the G word.
Oh, yeah, that one.
Right, yeah, I forgot about that. It's like what, Romani?
Yeah, it's the term is a Romani, but not a lot of people have cottoned onto it. So
It's sort of like how a
um,
lot of people
It's just
call Inuits the other word.
yeah,
I don't. I've always what? They have another word?
we'll keep it that way. Um,
Oh,
um, yeah, I
no, my
found that to be pretty
vocabulary.
interesting because it reminded me of being out in Winton and being told because
I
let
was
me
thinking the
spin
same thing.
let me spin you a yarn and I'll have the talking stick. Um, so basically, when we went out to Winton for 2 weeks, you may remember it was the time when we took a brief break from the podcast.
I
Um,
mean, we actually
there
did
was
it
some.
because it was everything was still uploaded on time.
Oh, sick. Well, anyway, um, so when we went out to Winton, we basically had a few members of our film cohort who, let's just say, were
They got in
looking
a
to get
stranger's
a little bit.
car.
Hold on, I'll tell the story. They were looking to get some of the devil's lettuce. Now, things had happened this night,
The
surprisingly, which
devil's
meant that I was up till about 1 a.m. and I got to hear the whole story straight from when they came back to the dorms. Don't really ask me why I was up at 1 a.m. I don't remember. Anyway, so we, my friend Tilly and I, we see them come on in, and we're like, "What the fuck are you doing here? Where the fuck were you?" And apparently, they went to go get some weed, and they were looking to buy it from somewhere. So they went to the bar. They were at the North Gregory Hotel, and they asked around, "Yo, do you know where we could get some weed?" And they said, "Oh yeah, bruh, don't worry, I got you covered. Just come with me, bruh." And so they got into some random stranger's car, and that random stranger drove for a really long while, so long that the both of them thought, "Holy shit, we're gonna get killed." Just for context,
Idiots.
until they got to like a burning trash bin in the middle of the outback with a bunch of other people, and just hung out there and partied for a bit, and then they asked around there, "Where can we get some weed?" Just for like future case, and so they told them that there's just some guy who, when he's ready to deal, keeps his door open, and you'll know about the door. But specifically, that they could really just ask anybody because everyone was growing weed. Everyone.
And the cops knew, but they couldn't do anything about it.
Because the moment they arrest someone, there's a high chance that no one's going to be able to get coffee for a week, or no one's going to be able to get their car fixed. Because in
Or
small towns
groceries.
like
Or
this,
medicine.
yeah, because in small towns like this, you can't really enforce the law because you'll just disable the town in its entirety.
And when we say like small town, we mean small town. There's like what, less than 1,000 people?
Oh yeah, definitely. I saw the same people every single day except for tourists.
Yeah.
One
And
business owner with
like
his crippling crack cocaine addiction goes to jail and no longer provides food for the rest of the town. Oh
I mean,
no!
they did end up finding some and brought it back to the dorms with them. Anyway,
That's a whole other story I'll tell at some later point.
I was
I think
pissed.
time.
I was fucking
I think
pissed.
I think that Cameron's right in the essence of the same case is with British towns in the sense that they don't get policed properly. But in the case of British towns, a sort of white middle classness takes over where um, now you have all these PTA boards that no, not PTA, all these homeowners boards that will
HOA.
HOA, that one, that basically just act as judge, jury, and executioner for some of these towns instead of the actual forces of the law. And I thought that it had some interesting takes on policing as a whole for something that's essentially just meant to be a spoof film. I thought it was
Mm.
overall a very interesting, um, but surprisingly nuanced.
It also reminded me of
Surprisingly,
Stratty, but that's more because Stratty is just a lawless town. At least Dunwich
with
is, and
one
that's where I like. That's where I grew up in Dunwich, and Dunwich is a lawless place. It's very much like Winton. Everyone has weed.
I don't know. You got any other thoughts, Cameron? You haven't talked in a while.
I think I've said my piece regarding Hot Fuzz. I cannot like if you haven't
Perfection.
watched it, go watch it because there's nothing people can really say about this film that describes how good it actually is, in my opinion. There's a reason why it's one of the most popular films ever.
I was actually kind of surprised at how much I enjoyed it because I thought, like, those sort of movies, it's not something you really take seriously. A
Mm,
lot of the time, but I was actually surprised at how much I genuinely enjoyed it. Not just like a it's so bad it's good way, but it's actually good.
mm. Look, there's a reason Edgar Wright is so famous for his editing decisions.
There's a reason why
Hot Fuzz is one
Ant-Man
of
was a
them.
good movie.
Fuck off. No, I'm not having this conversation with you again, Alex. No.
Edgar Wright
Alex
was the only
stirring shit for no reason again. Let's go.
Edgar Wright was the only reason that Ant-Man 1 had any redeeming qualities. I say this as
Okay,
someone who
Okay,
maybe.
okay, I can agree with you on that.
because
Alright.
my reasoning for saying that is because Edgar Wright wrote the original script for Ant-Man, but then decided to leave the project because most likely, if I had to have it a guess, because Marvel tends to not want the directors to have their own directorial style. They want them to conform to like a in-house Marvel style, which can be a bit boring and
I mean, we
usually
saw
means
that with Multiverse of Madness Heavy.
yeah. And James Gunn managed to put his own style into those movies, but at the same time, I think that's because James Gunn has perfected the superhero style, uh, where
Mm,
where Marvel then tries to recreate it, and it sucks. In the same case, I think that Edgar Wright just has a unique way of doing this satirical dark comedy, particularly in a world where people will just say this is a dark comedy to something that's either just racism or just isn't funny.
Haha,
Like,
dark humor.
I feel like Edgar Wright is one of the only people who can say he makes dark comedy without then saying that if you don't get it, you're a triggered snowflake. Yeah, that's my piece.
yeah, you're right, but
Oh, by the way, uh, like, like for the greater good, I feel as
The
though we
greater
should
good.
all say, watch this movie. You know,
watch this
Feel
movie.
like,
this
watch
movie.
this movie.
Watch this movie.
Watch this
Watch
movie.
this movie.
Watch
Hit note.
this
I'm gonna throw
movie.
Kaya quickly.
Like and
Edit
subscribe.
Hypnotoad onto the screen.
A
Like
what?
and subscribe.
Hypnotoad.
Just Google it. Like and
Please don't tell me
subscribe.
you haven't watched Futurama.
I have never.
I have
Why?
not watched
I wasn't
Futurama.
allowed to
I've
watch
not
The
watched
Simpsons as a
Futurama.
kid. Do you think I would have been able to watch
Okay.
Futurama?
Never mind
I
then.
wasn't allowed to watch SpongeBob.
What?
Huh?
Actually, no, that's really common.
My mum's
So
a,
many families I
my
know didn't
mum's a
let their kids watch
priest.
SpongeBob.
my mum's a priest.
For whatever reason, SpongeBob was always the target of like, you're not allowed to watch this show. Every
Yeah.
other show was fine. Like, Adventure Time regular show, much more strange, obscure, fucked up topics.
For a long
was
time,
allowed.
for a while, like when I was a kid, like really really little, I wasn't allowed to watch Harry Potter, and then I never got an interest in it until like a year 9 or something. That was the first time I watched it.
I
Damn.
really wanted to watch
Yeah.
The Simpsons as a kid, or like Family Guy, but I wasn't allowed to for some fucking
I wasn't allowed to
reason.
watch Home and
So
Away.
instead, I went to
Anyway.
South Park.
I
Oh,
The,
really
well,
the,
that
the
was
family-friendly alternative.
I'll say something personally for me. I really wanted to play World of Warcraft as a kid.
No, you
Um,
be glad that you didn't.
Yeah, I'm kind of looking back and being like, oh, hooray, I didn't get groomed.
Yeah, that was-
Yeah, no, look at
See,
me.
no, my like thing that became like, you know how like every millennial is obsessed with SpongeBob and The Office?
Mm-hmm.
My things was Beyblade and Dragon Booster.
We're aware of this.
Yeah.
We're very aware of
We're
this.
very aware of this.
do you-
Anyway, another thing like about the whole like the greater good thing and the whole like the town's in on it is it kind of reminded me. There's this, I guess true crime case where basically it's this place somewhere in America, I forget exactly where this family bought a house and they started moving in and they started BuzzFeed Unsolved did an episode of it. They started getting letters from someone named The Watcher. And it was basically like random stuff like, oh, I've been watching your house, like how are your two children? And like would say like, oh, their names are like Susie and Kevin or like whatever, and like all these things that they knew about the family, and they tried to like put an extension on the house or something like that, and they had to get it approved by the HOA, and the HOA didn't approve it, even though council itself would approve it, but they also had to get it approved by the HOA because HOAs in America are psychotic.
Oh, fucking
and
hell, yeah.
Ryan and Shane brought up a theory about like what if the whole neighborhood is in on the Watcher, because like it's like something like I watched this house as my father once did, as my grandfather once did, and stuff like that, and like oh I noticed that there's an art easel in insert like this bedroom here and stuff, and it was so creepy, and eventually they sold they tried to sell the house, but they couldn't because no one would buy it because they knew about everything. Because they reported it to the police several times and nothing ever got done about it. And I think
fuck?
the whole neighborhood was in on it.
But why would they do that?
I don't know.
That is so weird.
It's
Like,
so weird, but like I love those sort of things of like the whole town's in on it. It's so fun.
oh, that actually would.
But so creepy.
That sounds like a fucking Stephen King novel.
Honestly though, Cameron, I'll send you the episode. It's actually one of my
Oh,
favorite.
please
It's actually
do,
one
I'm
of my
very
favorite
interested.
BuzzFeed Unsolved episodes.
I don't watch BuzzFeed Unsolved,
I
so
love
I
BuzzFeed
don't
Unsolved.
have a
Really?
favorite.
Chris,
Mm.
this is. I know you're gonna not say. You're gonna say that I'm lying, but viewers have mentioned to me, one viewer in particular, Jaden, that they really enjoy when you do an analysis on a film, like through your own personal weird lens. So, why? What's a good way of phrasing this?
Do you mean my hyperfixation tangents?
Yeah, you know what? We haven't
Sure.
heard from you in the last few episodes, and Kyra and I do most of the talking most of the time. So let's let you.
What are you
talk.
talking about?
Let Cameron in on that shit.
Cameron also.
Man,
does a
I
lot of
don't
talking.
fucking know. Like, Hot Fuzz is a great fucking movie. If I'm gonna enjoy a cop film, best be funny and like, have some dull moments. There's like
Why
a bunch
is
of
Simon
shit.
Pegg Britain's most iconic bald person?
He's not bald. He's
He
not
might as
fucking
well
bald.
be. Listen,
No, he's not.
He's just a funny
You've
little
offended the
guy
British person.
who's gone to several bars and made
not even
millions of dollars.
bald. He's never
When's your
been
birthday?
bald.
22nd of February. What year? Every year.
He's never been bald. I
He's
do not
balding.
understand.
Look at that hairline.
No, he's fucking not.
Bro, the judgment. Look at that hairline, dude. You gotta believe it.
I could clap back, but I have no
Sheer
enemies. I have no enemies.
Chris,
know,
why exactly is this a good cop film to watch in comparison to other cop films?
It's funny and it has
Compared to
Simon
Renfield.
Pegg in it. Uh, yeah, the balding man is.
He's not bald. He's not even fucking close to bald.
Listen, it's just a good film. I can't explain it in much depth because I haven't thought too much about this because it really just lulls you into this perfect sense of acceptance. And that's what you need when you have comedy. Well, comedy like this where it's just like fucking around and sort of like showing shit to you about like I don't know, the English countryside or wherever it's showing you. But it's satire you can just accept and laugh at. It's not something that you have to think on and really philosophize and argue with yourself about. It's just comfortable, good, poignant comedy. And I like that. I don't know what else there is to it. If you disagree, you can, but like that's I guess how I see it right now.
Hey, fair enough. You seem to like a lot of films where you don't really have to think too hard.
Yeah, mainly because they're fun and good.
Fair enough.
Oh, I don't know. I think you can definitely break down a lot of the films that
You
Chris has
can.
chosen. You
You
can break them
can.
down quite heavily, in my opinion, but I don't think to actively enjoy the movie, it presents itself in a way where that analysis is given to you. It's not actively requiring it from you.
Yeah, you can
Rather
enjoy it
than it
without.
encourages it. It encourages you to analyze it during the film and watching it rather than having to reflect on it afterwards. I think that's probably why it's such a good movie.
I don't know. I feel as though it doesn't need analysis for you to enjoy it, which is why you can go through the
Mm,
film without missing a beat. And if you do want to do that analysis, it's good to analyze because it probably has some issues that we have even covered in this podcast that are really fun to discuss. But like in a lot of films that require heavy analysis, it's not something you can switch off for and just like enjoy with buddies and like, you know, just laugh at the moment. It's something that you have to really talk about. And that's something if you want to invest a lot of time and energy into, go for it. It's great. But like if you just want to spend an hour or two on the couch, this is kind of the film for that, man. And then a
That
lot
is
of my
kind of
films
what we
are
do
that.
here.
Yeah. So it just sort of like fits. It's nice. It's good.
The first time we had a real deep discussion about something, we all started getting really sentimental. And it was the first time I ever seen Chris cry. So
it was about
yeah,
fucking Kubo and the two string.
The adjacent
God damn
subject
it!
matter. But yes.
that was such an okay. That was pretty introspective. I liked that. I will say
Indeed.
Timothy Dalton's character as evil, as evil store owner. I love Timothy Dalton. I love Simon Skinner. What a great name. Um, I love Timothy Dalton, and I love everything he does. And if he turns out to be a shit person, I'll cry. And um, and I loved him from like the first season of Doom Patrol. The show can be a bit iffy at times, but overall, you should go watch that as well. I reckon if you're looking for an emotional time. Um, but yeah, I mean, I guess we can move on to cookies with enough
uh,
stalling out of the way.
well, I just wanted to bring up one thing. Like, speaking of the, like, oh, I hope they're not, like, problematic in the future. I really like Simon Pegg as an actor. Also, I just discovered that he voices Buck in Ice Age.
You didn't know
Buck
this?
is my favorite Ice Age character. How did I not know this?
Wait, he
Anyway,
voiced Buck
um,
in Ice
Okay,
Age?
I'm gonna get a gif again.
okay. Anyway, I also found out that like he's actually pretty based as an individual. So,
You
yeah,
didn't know
that's
that?
huh?
You didn't know that? No. Okay. What do you mean by he's based as an individual?
Um, Well, first of all,
Elaborate.
in 2020, he signed an open letter calling for the wealthiest in society to pay more tax. Pretty based. Um, and various things. He's shown support for various feminist campaigns and various stuff like that. Um, he's been an activist for Greenpeace since 2021. You know, he
Yeah, pretty good.
also apparently he's been sober after battling addiction for 13 years. So that's congratulations.
Good for him.
It's good for yeah, exactly. He just seems like a nice guy.
I like Simon Pegg.
Also, Nick Frost was his best man at his wedding in 2005.
I mean, that kind of makes sense. They are a big duo together.
Fuck you, Cameron.
Huh?
I only just saw the gif.
No one will
Anywhere.
understand the context other than you and I.
Dude will.
But that is it. I doubt that they even remember us. Even funny.
Go fuck yourself. Alright, cookies.
Cookies. Someone did
My
cookies
cookie
yet?
goes to the greater good.
The greater
It is the
good.
best cookie.
It's
It is
all- it's
for
for the greater good.
The greater
What,
good.
what cookie for the greater good?
The
Greater
greater good.
Oh my god. One time, I swear, okay, Chris, you gotta make me a promise here.
At least
Wow.
one
No,
time
no,
during
no,
this pro.
No. When we get to Conan the Barbarian, you better think of an actual cookie.
An actual real life cookie.
Instead of like
real-life
a
cookie that
thought
you're gonna-
process cookie.
Okay,
Like
what
metaphors
can't be
of the
real? You
cookie.
have to distinguish that for me, because currently the laws of physics kind of ambiguous to physicists. Still being discussed.
Chris,
wh-
Alex will send
kind
you
of
a
cookie?
list
Chris,
of
can you eat
appropriate
hatred?
cookies.
Chris, can you eat hatred as a cookie?
Well, let's look at the chemical
It
substances.
depends on what you
hatred.
put in the cookie.
Yeah, it depends on what the cookie is. If it's oatmeal raisin,
Chris,
yes.
Do not make, Chris, do not
Where's
make
the
ro-
where's
do
the
not make-
relativity, Alex?
do not
If it's
make
literal,
ro-
if it's your own literal
Chris,
fucking feces,
Alex will
then
send
yeah.
you a list of appropriate cookies to pick from.
No,
It's gonna be like a billion long. I have to go like.
No, give
Conan,
Chris a
Conan.
copy of Women's
Yeah.
Weekly.
Oh yeah.
Can I give the Women's Weekly cookie?
I
to
mean,
the
you might not get it back, but
Oh.
Chris, don't make the first guest on this podcast be Tom to explain theories of relativity to us.
Yeah, but it would be really funny.
My
Hold
cookie-
Tom off right now.
Okay, I
Can you
will, but
theoretically make a hatred cookie really quick?
yeah, and I'll
Quantum
give it to
physics
Austin
cookie.
just for you.
Can you
But-
make a greater good cookie really quick?
I'll call Tom whilst I'm saying this, but
no.
Oh
my
god,
cookie is-
no! Don't do
my-
that to my man.
Oh my god, you asked me to do something and you tell
It's
me not to do
9
it.
o'clock.
Okay, so my cookie is going to go to Nicholas Angel, and I'm gonna give him a mint slice. I feel like he'd really like a mint slice.
Is that a cookie?
A mint slice
Yeah.
is a fucking cookie.
Yeah.
I
And
love a
also,
good mint
I want
slice
to-
cookie.
I want to just tell
We need to
everyone-
get up some food definition. Yeah, I know I've argued
I
about
wanna tell everyone
conceptual
here
cookies, but this
that
is where I
you'll
draw
never-
the line.
You'll never guess who was born today.
Freezer.
No, I won't.
Simon Pegg.
Adam Sandler.
Fuck off. Oh my god. He was 2 days away from 9/11. God damn it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I was
all of
gonna
the
look up that exact thing actually. Same result.
bro, like 2 shifts ago at work, all the milk was used by 9/11. I don't know. I just thought it was kind of funny and wanted to point it out.
Alright, Kaya, who are you giving? Who are you giving the thing to?
I'm giving a water cookie to Sergeant Angel's Peace Lily.
Okay. Okay. Alright.
I could just feel the rage coming from Alex right now.
I'm gonna give Nick Frost a cookie, like a chocolate chip cookie, but also with a side of prawn cocktail crisps, because that's what he's constantly asking for in the bars.
And a lager.
And a lager.
God, I want that.
Oh, actually, wait, fuck. Do Cornetto make cookies? Oh,
I
fuck.
want a Cornetto cookie.
Cornetto.
A
Cornetto.
Cornetto cookie.
Actually, no, I changed what I'm gonna say. I changed it. What I'm gonna say is, I think I'm gonna give Nicholas Angel an ice cream sandwich because that has cookies in it. I think he'd
Okay,
really
but is it
one
like
with
a Cornetto?
No, it's a
ice cream
Maxibon.
They don't, but
No.
they have they have the cookies and cream one that's like an Oreo that has like the biscuit on
Would the-
top.
what- Are you gonna count that?
I'm counting it.
Okay,
Okay.
to the audience, define cookies to us. We can't. We're too brainless to do that.
This is
We
like
analyze
asking.
film. We can't get a fucking definition on cookies.
This
Look,
is
man,
like
no one-
asking.
Look, man, I just
is
work
ramen
here.
soup?
Ramen is not soup; it is stew.
Ooh, that's a controversial opinion. Okay.
Can we
But a
stop
taco
with
is
this
a hot
bullshit?
dog. A hot dog is a taco.
Oh, I fucking hate you.
Lasagna is a sandwich.
Okay, let's go back. Okay, we have cookies on the table. This stuff is completely off center. What
A
What are we
wrap is
talking
sushi.
about?
Oh, I don't like you.
I think sushi is
I'm
a wrap.
blocking you on multiple social media platforms now.
Okay, to the audience, should we aim to defeat the final boss, Kaya, or should we aim to?
How am I the final
Ally
boss? If
ourselves.
anything, Chris is the final boss.
How is Chris
Okay,
the final
final-
boss?
I'm making the
Pick a
greater.
side.
I'm making the greater
Who's
good
your final
cookie.
boss?
Anyway,
Epic rap battles of
predictions.
history.
Everyone, predictions.
I want
predictions.
JJK.
Conan. give
You
me
know
fucking
what I
Conan.
fucking want? Do I have to say it?
Conan.
You
I want
Conan,
JJK or the
Cameron?
dressmaker.
You know what I want, bitch. You know
I
what
would
want.
actually.
Chris,
I've actually
I think
been
you
really
want
wanting
now.
to watch.
Chris, I think you want Now You See Me.
Hold on,
I've been
Kyle.
really wanting
I
to watch.
think I want to throw you just off a
Chris,
ledge
Chris, We
somewhere.
keep interrupting Cameron.
I'm
Cameron?
gonna give a curveball. I actually kind of want to watch Perfect Blue.
Oh.
You're
It's been a
sick
long
man.
time since I've watched Perfect
You're
Blue.
a sick man.
Yeah, look,
Man.
there comes a time in my life where every so
don't
often I
like
need to
your
just be.
words, Magic
I just
Man.
need to watch some horrific media. Okay.
See,
Eventually, it's gonna get to the point where I won't be able to like go up and down anymore. We're actually getting to that point steadily. I reckon.
All right.
I reckon I'm gonna go either or. I either want Batman or the Green Knight or Harakiri.
mm,
'Cause I either
Ooh,
want colors or
Harakiri.
no color.
yeah, I'm still
All the
going
colour.
JJK or the dressmaker because I really want to crack open my like analysis of the dressmaker. That
I
got me
do
like an
really want
81.
Fantastic Planet too.
Oh, please don't make me watch Blue People.
Oh please.
Already
Oh
watched
hey, and
Avatar.
put. No, it's much better than Avatar. James Cameron doesn't have shit on Fantastic Planet. I'll have you know.
James Cameron could never.
Okay. And the countdown of 3, 2, 1. Wheel, please save us.
Give me Conan or give me a cliff to jump off.
Oh,
Oh, don't fucking
Oh.
do it to me.
oh,
No.
oh. Cameron, you jinxed it. You jinxed it.
That is my ledge to jump off of.
Alex,
do
you
not
finally get to
support
watch the
Okay.
Hunger Games.
This is gonna be
Okay.
the first time I'm ever gonna watch the Hunger Games, and three of us melted. Well, no, we melted our not our weekly, our monthly re-roll. So we have to watch the Hunger Games.
Our
This
monthly,
was okay.
it's seasonally.
For context,
Oh yeah, seasonally.
it's for context. Hunger Games, the first Hunger Games movie, is one of my most hated films of all time.
Don't understand why.
We will get into that.
You
into the
will,
next
Kaya.
episode.
Next
you
I
will
don't think I've heard.
Cookie jar.
I have very briefly heard Cameron explain it.
Yes, because
but I
I've
still do
been
not.
waiting. I've been waiting until this day.
I just haven't
You will
heard good
learn.
things
You will
about this film,
understand.
and I don't think I'll like it.
I've had mixed things. I think he may like the violence. I've heard the violence is pretty good.
Jennifer Lawrence.
I mean, it's
Is
also-
it
Alex,
Jennifer
I'm gonna be
Lawrence?
honest. The violence was better in Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes.
Never mind. Okay.
Oh my fucking god! It's just
Purely because
irredeemable.
purely because in the first Hunger Games it is all shaky cam.
Okay, no.
Am I even gonna be able to like stare at this movie?
No.
Probably.
Jennifer, look, all I'm gonna say is Jennifer Lawrence, your days are numbered. Anyways, see you guys
I'm
later.
sorry I don't like some of your movies, but
End the
Well,
episode.
How about bye?